that I bassoon.
It is the Division 4 Sectional Championship from Shelby High School, as last year's Division 3 district champs and regional runners-up Colonel Crawford take on 10th-seeded St. Mary's Central Catholic and the Panthers. We got all the championship action coming your way on your smartphone, TV, PC, tablet, any smart device you have, and it's coming your way next.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
We toil. We sweat. We live. We breathe. We ache and cry and laugh and bleed. We dance. We play. We love. We nourish. We yearn and wish and hope and cherish. We mend. We heal. We repair. We sow. We plant and tend and gather and grow. We feed our families and the world's too. It's a calling, a feeling, real and true. We need no thanks, rewards, or dues. We love this land. It's what we do.
Welcome you inside the Baker's Pizza pregame show for this Division IV sectional championship between Colonel Crawford and St. Mary's Central Catholic. Hello everybody, my name is Travis Berardi alongside Hayden Gray, and for the defending Division III regional runners-up now in D4, the run continues here.
Yeah, excited to get out here and take a look at the Colonel Crawford squad tonight in their matchup against St. Mary's Central Catholic. Great environment already, packed house tonight for the first matchup here over at Shelby High School.
And let's get right into things with the team spotlights. First for St. Mary Central Catholic under head coach Chris Sisoli, 7-16, 5-11 in the Sandusky Bay River Division. They knocked off 12-seeded Plymouth by 2 here on Tuesday. They average 42.7 points per game, but they give up 52.5, and thus what the record shows. They're shooting 43% inside the arc, only 20% from outside.
Yeah, and they have about a 5-point or a 5-rebound differential with their opponents. They get out-rebounded during the regular season, but they're going to have to step that up tonight against a tall and lengthy team like Colonel Crawford. The 10 seed looking to come in and try and make an upset. On the girls' side, we had an upset earlier this week. We'll see if we have some on the boys. No upsets so far, I would say, this week yet.
And one of the bright spots for this team. One, Charlie Kaftan, 9 points per game, 4 rebounds. He's the lone three-point threat for this squad.
Yeah, he's attempted 112 this season, made 30 of them, so shoots 27% from the three. He's a 45% field percentage shooter and a 72% guy from the line, so they're going to have to lean on him. They got a couple other guys that average over 6 or so points, but Charlie, the leading scorer this year for the Panthers.
And now let's get right into the team spotlight for the Colonel Crawford Eagles, the top seed in the Division IV Willard District, under head coach David Sheldon's 15-7, 10-4 in the Northern 10 Conference. Last season, like I said, they were the D3 Bowling Green Regional runners-up. They're averaging 54.5. Defense, though, giving up a little more than they're used to the last couple of years, giving up 45 points per game. Shooting-wise, though, 2.57%. 3-point, they are averaging 29%, and free throw-wise, 67%.
Yeah, another well-coached squad this year that's endured a couple hardships, a little bit more trying, per se, or challenging than it might have been last year, but sometimes a challenge is a good thing, and who else would you rather have at the reins than head coach David Sheldon?
And one of our players to watch for the Crawford Eagles, one Jacob, not Victor Scoot, one
not
Jacob.
Victor, not Victor, good athlete, but
one Jacob Maddy, 12.6 points per game, 10 rebounds per game. A good addition to the play from Braxton Baker, taking some of that offense from him.
Yeah, Jacob Maddy, he was a guy that led. I think he finished at number 3 in the area between the MOAC, the N10, the Firelands, in rebounding. So he's going to be a nice presence inside for them tonight against a Panthers team that doesn't really have that monster paint presence.
So now let's get right into the keys to the game. First, for St. Mary's Central Catholic, what are they going to have to do to pull off the upset tonight?
Yeah, they'll need to control the paint. We've mentioned it a couple times already here during the pregame, but they're going to not have to. They can't give up second chance points, especially when you're going up against a 1 seed, trying to work against the odds and then be multi-dimensional. They have guys that can score the ball outside of Kaftan, who I'm sure is going to get a lot of the attention from the Eagle defense. So try and spread the ball around tonight, get some open looks.
And now the keys to victory for the Eagles of Colonel Crawford. Real quick, up-tempo. This is a team that likes to run the ball. So offensively, get out in transition, get buckets, and then in your face. Defensively, just cause turnovers, control the pace that way as well on both ends, as they like to do, as we're about ready to go here. So let's take a look at the starting lineups for both sides. First, for St. Mary's Central Catholic, Powell, Cook, Harris, West, and Kaftan, as they Colonel Crawford Eagles win the tip. And we'll take a look at their starting lineup of Vogt, Holt, Horsley, Baker, and Maddy, as that shot by Baker is missed and rebounded to St. Mary's Central Catholic. That was the Baker's Pizza pregame show. So we are underway in this Division IV sectional final. That take to the hole just off the mark by Braylon Harris, and back comes Crawford here 30 seconds in.
Baker thought about another deep triple, instead drives inside to be the first near turnover of the night.
And he gets the ball to fall. Baker puts Crawford on the board for the first time tonight. It's 2-0. Crawford in the man-to-man defense. Back outside, 3 in the air for Kaftan, and he hits.
So there's Mr. Three-pointer, as we mentioned. Add 1 to the resume. That was his 113th attempt at three-pointer, and he cashed it home.
And they're going to need that tonight, like you said, that inside, that multi-dimensional inside-out game. They need to get some threes to hit early in order to open up that inside offensive game. Horsley gets it left side. Vogt thought about the 3 instead. We'll get it into the corner for Baker. He fakes it. Now we'll try, and he hits. Baker with all 5. It's 5-3.
I like the patience that he displayed there. Could have pulled it on the first one, but like the pump fake and then had a much more open look.
St. Mary's Central Catholic, the Panthers back with it. Cook will try a three, and he hits. Cedric Cook on the board. It's 6-5.
Well, Cedric, the second leading scorer on the Panthers this season, so knocks down their second there 100% from behind the line so far.
Into the lane, back out to Braxton Baker. Baker backs things out. As they will reset here. Just over 2 minutes gone by in the game. Horsley. Right side to Jacob Maddy. Kicks it back out. Horsley, left side. Baker, three. Too strong. Rebound, St. Mary's.
It's a big miss there. He had a lot of space pretty open, so another opportunity for the Panthers here. Try and build a little bit of cushion of a lead while they can here.
Cedric Cook with it, gets it left side to Kyle West. Back out to Harris now. Ooh, nice through the legs. Gets it back out to West, who will reset with 5 minutes left in the opening quarter. Kaftan hands it off to Harris. Mid-range jumper. Banks are open. St. Mary's leads by 3.
First Federal Community Bank was open that time, Trav.
Beautifully done, Mr. Gray. It is 8-5 on the First Federal Community Bank scoreboard. St. Mary's 3 for 4 on scoring and possessions to start. Horsley gets it left side to Vogt. Nice passing inside to Baker. Counted in one.
It's been all Baker in the first quarter for Colonel Crawford. He has all 7 points, heading to the line with a chance for his 8th.
As you saw on the North Central State College replay, Braxton Baker is just, he's one of the phenomenal players in the Division IV Willard District as he hits the free throw to tie things up. Crawford getting the 1 seed thanks to their close victory at the Cub Cave earlier this year over the number 2 seed Colonel Crawford Eagles. But Kyle West joins in on the three-point action. They're 3 for 3 from beyond the arc.
Well, you know what, Travis? I'm just going to own up to it right now. Taking a look at things yesterday, and again, another refresher before the game. Didn't think that three-point shooting was going to be their strength as a team. They're 3 for 3, proving me wrong here in the first quarter.
And they get a steal. First turnover of the game goes to Colonel Crawford. West gets it to Kaftan, but he travels right back. We'll take a look at that 3, though. Maybe that's something they worked on a little bit extra in practice the last couple of days. 3 for 3 so far. Midway point of the first quarter, a 3-point Panther lead. Maddy. Skip pass over to Horsley. And he travels. Second turnover against the Eagles.
So hesitation on those last moves by both ball handlers forced a turnover.
Panthers with a chance to extend on this 3-point lead. Cook throws it left side. He turns it over. We'll take a look at the NC State College replay. Just a little miscommunication there.
Back-to-back turnovers for the Panthers.
Vogt gets it across the timeline to Horsley as we come up on 3 minutes left here in quarter number 1. Works it around. Inside, nice pass into Holt. Holt, tough shot, won't get it to go, but he will go to the line for 2 shots.
Like the aggressive take from Holt right there. Had 3 guys he was going up against and still had that court presence and awareness to try and put up a shot.
Fouls against Kaftan, his first. Like the girls' districts yesterday, this is a sectional championship Friday here on the OH Report as the first free throw goes down for Holt, his first point. We have a Division III sectional title with Genoa and Crestview going on right now, as well as the Division II Ashland District sectional finals going on from Madison. Right now, Shelby and Ontario going on that. We also have a big district championship game from Ohio Dominican starting at 7 o'clock. Can Mount Gilead get its first ever district title? I'm sad that I'm not there for it with you and I, but we're here for the Colonel Crawford Eagles tonight. Nets will be cut down all over Ohio this evening. Rebound Crawford, and they're going to get fouled in transition. Lance Powell called for his first.
It's the Panthers' third team foul. Colonel Crawford hasn't committed a foul yet here in the first quarter.
Into the lineup for St. Mary's, Nathan Wayner. Eagles will reset with 2:20 left in the first. Into the corner. Now inside to Maddy. Maddy, nice pass. Left side to Holt. Can't get the fall, but yet again fouled, and he'll go back to the line for 2 more.
Yeah, so, kind of a carbon copy possession there for Colonel Crawford as their last time down the floor. Holt, again, using his aggressiveness to get to the free throw line. Things have been kind of clogged up down there in the paint. But
Holt
as he's able to keep making free throws, I think they'll live with this. So far, 3 of 3.
That foul was on Kyle West, his first, team's 4th. Second free throw good, so 4 points for Holt, all from the charity stripe. It's 12-11 Eagles. Cook backs it out. As the Panthers go into its motion offense. Left side, 3 by West. Off the mark, the first miss from beyond the arc for St. Mary's as Crawford gets the rebound and quickly out in transition. Horsley slows it down, gets to Baker at the free throw line. Jump stop, puts it up. Doesn't go, though, and a rebound to St. Mary's as they're out and running. Cook, pull up from the free throw line. It's true. 5 for Cook. It's 13-12.
It's a nice job in transition to stop on a dime, pull up from the free throw line.
Vogt kicks it back out. Baker for 3, short, but Maddy there with the rebound. Inside the Baker. Baker up and under and puts it in. 10 points in the first quarter for Braxton Baker. It's 14-13.
Well, I know he's hit the triple tonight, but that's where I'm really liking his game right now. He's really showing some athleticism down there in the paint, working that matchup against Kaftan.
And guess what St. Mary's looks like they're going to do, Hayden?
They're going to attempt to hold.
Attempt. I like that. Attempt to hold.
That way you can't be wrong anymore, because we always guess and we're always wrong.
Well, we have a second while they're holding. Let's welcome everybody watching live and free tonight. Keith, Mark, Geraldo on the call. Hello, Keith. I'm glad you two are calling the games tonight. Well, we're glad you're watching, Keith, as always, buddy.
Looks like they're going to pull it off, Trav.
Well, also Coach David Sheldon allowing it to happen. Take to the hole, miss, no good. Offensive board, put back by Kaftan, goes with 3 seconds. Heave at the buzzer's no good, and just like that, after 1, St. Mary's Central Catholic leads 15-14. We'll take a break when we come back, quarter 2 of this D4 sectional final.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, Start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Quarter number 2 underway here from Shelby. St. Mary's Central Catholic, the 10 seed, leading the 1 seed Crawford 15-14. And we'll have our first foul against the Eagles here after an offensive board by St. Mary's Central Catholic.
You got to think, I mean, in these kind of matchups, I'm obviously one of those that I try not to worry too much about your seeding. I'm looking more at your record and who you played and what happened throughout the year. Obviously, not the strongest record from the Panthers this year, but hey, in these kind of matchups of 1 versus 10, you just got to treat every quarter as its own game, and they took the first game.
Brock Gill drew the foul on the offensive board. They can't get the bucket to fall, though, on the inbounds, and Crawford will get its first possession of quarter number 2, 30 seconds in the second quarter. Travis Berardi alongside Hayden Gray, here from Shelby High School. 15-14 St. Mary's on the First Federal Community Bank scoreboard. Baker, left side, 3 for Horsley, off the mark. Ball bounced around and into the hands of Brock Gill.
Panthers doing a nice job right now of kind of shutting down any action from getting into the paint. They've kept Jacob Maddy extremely quiet through the first 9 minutes.
3 is short. Crawford with the rebound, and maybe St. Mary's cooling off a little bit after that hot start. Head coach David Sheldon with his towel calling out the offensive set. The iconic black towel. Nice pass inside, and again, Ethan Holt gets inside the defense and will go to the line for his 3rd set of free throws.
He just kind of snuck behind everyone there, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. No, those shots aren't going down, but so far he's 4 of 4 from the line, so allow him to keep fighting his way there.
That's the 2nd foul against Kyle West, now the 5th against St. Mary. And Holt starts 5 for 5.
Big batch of substitutions now for St. Mary's Central Catholic.
The Eagles about to make its first substitution of the game as Holt hits again into the game. Payne to Gray. (16-15) Crawford leads here. Gill. Look for the pick and roll inside the Powell. Lost it out of bounds. It's a turnover. The 3rd against St. Mary's Central Catholic as Charlie Kaftan gets back into the game.
Didn't think it was a bad. I like the creativity, try and switch things up on offense. Just didn't execute well enough.
It was a good play, just a little bit too hard. We've seen that a lot in both girls and boys tournament games where those passes are open, but they just can't pinpoint accuracy. Get that in there. Baker, right side to Horsley. Now to DeGray. Vogt back out. So we get close to 5:30 left in the half. Coach Sheldon calling out another play. Double screen right side for Baker. He'll drive baseline. Jump start up underneath the hoop, but he traveled. The 3rd Crawford turnover.
They're just being shut down defensively here so far in the second quarter. I mean, other than Holt having to fight his way to the line, it just feels like they've kind of been met with a stalemate by SMCC right now.
Cook gets it left side to Kaftan. Ball deflected out, and it will stay. Let's take a look at the replay. I think that's the right call. Yeah. Keen eye by both referees, as you saw. I think it was DeGray It was either him or Maddy had the hand around to deflect it away. Good pass inside, ball fake, layup, no good though. And a foul on the rebound. Man, if you're St. Mary's Central Catholic, you need to get those shots to fall.
Yeah, you need those little instances, those little scenarios to play out more so in your favor over the course of the night. That's the first one they kind of dropped right there, where Colonel Crawford can come down and turn this into a 3-point game, 4-point game.
That's the first foul on Nathan Wayner, the 6th against St. Mary's Central Catholic. So for Crawford, any non-player control foul against St. Mary will put them to the line for a 1-and-1. Pull-up jumper for Trevor, short, but an offensive board. Baker kicks it back out. Now to Trevor Vogt again, this time for 3, too strong. And we'll get a foul 94 feet away.
Both teams doing honestly a nice job on the glass. I think that was only combined maybe the 3rd total offensive rebound. I think the Eagles have gotten 2 tonight. The Panthers just 1, but so far it's been clean. No one's getting too many extra possessions.
That ball deflected and stolen away by the Eagles. Leading by 1. Baker along the baseline, goes for the reverse, and he's fouled. We'll get 2 shots. Foul's going to be against Powell, his 2nd, as we take a look at the replay. And yeah, he did get armed before the ball.
Baker looking for his first points of the quarter. He's been held scoreless about the last 6 minutes of play.
And Baker hits. First point of the 2nd quarter. He's now with 11 as Ethan Holt will check back in for DeGray. 17-15. And finally, the first miss, but an offensive board. This ties the largest lead of the evening for Crawford, 2 points, as we hit the midway point of quarter 2.
Yeah, now an extra possession for them to try and continue that upward trend, find some points here.
Horsley back over to Vogt. Trevor gets it to Maddy. Maddy with the ball fake, tough shot inside and scores. Timeout, St. Mary's Central Catholic, as Trevor just muscled his way. Actually, Jacob just muscled his way in there and gets the ball to fall.
Yeah, that was a good possession. I think Maddy needed to see one of those go down. Like I said, he's kind of been kept quiet tonight. Those his first 2 points through nearly 11 minutes.
So take a look at one of our other games in Shelby. 3rd time, not the charm for Ontario thus far. Whippets leading Ontario 21-6. Brian Harder, Greg Collins on the call of that one from Madison. They'll have both games, as I am looking forward. Hopefully we get out of this game early enough to get back home to watch Lexington and Willard. That could be like the last game we saw with Willard, 70-plus points against Galleon in a shootout.
Yeah, this group, those 2 games that we have going on, it's kind of odd. We're actively rooting against you, maybe watching us, but find another device and turn that game on as well alongside this one. But, I mean, those 2 games probably got to be arguably the best district games going on, probably around the area. The best pairing of games, at least.
And we'll give you a look in on Crestview's game as well. They're down 2.
Did you know? A 4 seed. I mean, it's a 2 versus 4, if I'm correct.
Yeah, that is correct. Panthers looking to answer. They get an offensive board. Harris gets it inside to an open Gill. Lapse in defense there by Crawford, and Gill gets his first field goal of the game. It's 19-17.
And sometimes that's what you have to do. You just got to hover and lurk around. If you're these lower seeds, you're kind of playing with, I don't know, you know, if you're playing with more pressure or less, I guess that would be asking each coach how their team's been feeling, but you kind of feel like you can play a little bit more free because everyone's not really counting on you to win.
Inside, Jacob Maddy, ball fake, puts it up and in. He has the last 4 points for Crawford as he's starting to get going.
He was a big part of their win over Lucas, so he's a guy that's seasoned and knows what it takes to get the job done in difficult environments and difficult games.
4-point lead once again for Colonel Crawford. Cook, left side to Kaftan. Passes to Nathan Wayner, too strong on the jumper. Rebound to Derek Horsley. Horsley out to Braxton Baker. He gets inside. He's fouled beforehand, but it will be a 1-and-1. That's going to be the second on Cedric Cook.
Still will head to the line due to the bonus. Baker went 1 of 2 his last trip to the line.
First free throw. Good. 12 now for Braxton. 10 points in that first quarter. Really helped keep Colonel Crawford along as St. Mary's was shooting lights out. But now the Eagles have settled in and St. Mary's has cooled off.
Yeah, both teams kind of not necessarily wasted trips down the floor, but their offense hasn't been as aggressive as that possession that you just saw.
Cook with his 7th point. That leads the Panthers. It's a 4-point game with under 2 to play. Horsley, left side to Vogt. Gets it over to Baker. Inside the Maddy now. Nice pass in the lane. Layup good. There's that Colonel Crawford passing as Trevor Vogt gets on the board.
Yeah, a great dish from the big man Maddy picking up the assist.
25-19 Crawford with 80 seconds left in the half. And a steal. And a foul. 5th St. Mary's Central Catholic turnover will lead to another 1-and-1 for Braxton Baker. First on Brock Gill.
First shot up for Braxton, knocks it down, so we'll get another.
14 points now for Braxton Baker.
Second one's good.
Throws them both for Baker, who's shooting 81% from the free throw line.
Yeah, I believe he's their top free throw shooter. As a team, they don't shoot bad collectively, though. It is so critical to have someone that can step to the line that you can trust 81% of the time.
5 of 6 for him. The team, him and Holt combined, 11 of 12. That is what you need in a tournament game right there.
And deja vu, Trav, I think we got another 50-second standoff coming.
And once again, now with the lead.
Yeah, I think I kind of saw him. Just tell him settle in.
This is the case where if you're David Sheldon, protect the 3. Don't make this a 5-point game. Maybe if you give up a layup, it's still a full two-possession lead going into the break. But can't allow a 3. I think that gives St. Mary's some momentum going into the break. Only down 5 points.
We'll see who will take the last shot because it hasn't just been one guy out there for them tonight.
They've had 3 different players hit from beyond the arc, including Cedric Cook, who has the ball right now with 10 seconds. Make sure to stay tuned after the break as well for the Baker's Pizza halftime report. Well, stats analysis and much more. Gill along the lane, runner before the buzzer, no good. Offensive board, put back is blocked, but we're going to have a foul. As Coach David Sheldon does not like the call. We'll take a look at the replay. I could see it.
I think it's probably a little bit more shocking because you don't commonly see it called. It's not an excuse that, officials commonly miss calls at the end of the half, but normally you do not see one called like that.
So Powell will try 2 shots, misses the first. as he'll attempt this shot before the half. Missed them both, and that's how the half will end. Colonel Crawford's come alive in quarter number 2. They lead it 27-19. Stay tuned after the break. The Baker's Pizza halftime report, live and free on this, a Division IV sectional championship.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
We toil. We sweat. We live. We breathe. We ache and cry and laugh and bleed. We dance. We play. We love. We nourish. We yearn and wish and hope and cherish. We mend. We heal. We repair. We sow. We plant and tend and gather and grow. We feed our families and the world's too. It's a calling, a feeling, real and true. We need no thanks, rewards, or dues. We love this land. It's what we do.
Enough about me, let's start the show, starring me.
Hop in the car, watch it go vroom, vroom. I told her mom that I will soon. Know as a child, back in the womb. Oh, told her step back, I need my room. Hop in the car, watch it go vroom. I'm in a whip, so I gotta zoom. They tryna talk, they not in the room. I've been so real, I'm dead to the tomb. They in the way.
Coffee light on the soy milk and gently stirred.
Don't forget the sugar this time either.
I'm doing fine. Don't see the vision, they looking so blind. I hear my
Tonight's Sectional Boys Championship game brought to you live and free on the OH Report thanks to our generous sponsors. First Federal Community Bank. Banking locally just got a little easier. North Central State College, providing individuals with the knowledge, skills, and inspiration to succeed in their chosen paths. Scout Construction LLC. With more than a decade of business, you can trust Scout Construction with your roofing and siding needs. Call Scout Construction for more information. 419-989-7240. Baker's Pizza in Bucyrus. We are proud of our service to the community and even more proud to be the place to go after every local game or to watch your favorite team in action. Come join us today for a great meal and a great time with friends or family. And a shout out to everybody watching at Baker's this evening. Spherion Mid-Ohio, let us help you build the career you want or the awesome team you want. We build real relationships with you so we can understand what you need and get it for you fast. Burkhart Farm Center, farmers serving farmers. And Frito Lay, we are driven and inspired by our purpose, food that matters for life's moments. Once again, thank you all for sponsoring tonight's sectional basketball game, allowing us to bring you these games and all of our games live and free. When we come back, the Baker's Pizza halftime show right here on the OH Report.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
We welcome you inside the Baker's Pizza halftime show, where your score at the break, 27-19 in favor of the Eagles of Colonel Crawford. Travis Berardi back here with Hayden Gray, and St. Mary's threw their best punch in that first quarter, but Colonel Crawford settled in and outscored St. Mary's 13-4 in the second to take the lead.
Yeah, and I'll be curious to see adjustments here in the second half. Anytime you got a David Sheldon coach team, you're always excited to kind of see how they come out in the second half, because I'm sure that they're not exactly content with their performance in the first quarter and honestly through the first half, because the Panthers still within striking distance at just 8 points. We saw what they could do in the first quarter when they were getting hot from three. So who's to say there's not another run within them? I'm intrigued to see how the second half will play out.
As we take a look at the halftime stats, once again brought to you by Baker's Pizza. St. Mary's more field goals than Colonel Crawford. They also have more threes. However, at the bottom of the screen, 11 of 12 from the line for Crawford compared to 0 of 2. 11 points more from the free throw line. That is what wins you games in the tournament.
Absolutely. Free throws. I mean, I can't list off the number of games that I've been to, and I know it's a what if, but when you look back at the missed free throws and how many points that would equate to, it usually gets you pretty darn close to the differential, if not giving you the lead. So I can't emphasize enough how important that is, especially here in tournament time.
Crawford out-rebounding St. Mary's, 11-8 on the boards. Turnovers are down, 5-3, cleanly played game. St. Mary's with 9 fouls, Crawford only with 4 in that first half. Let's go into our comments section and see if anybody's been commenting today. Tara Lay watching, go Eagles. As well as Keaton Cooper, I know that name. He'll be working with me tomorrow at Northmore. Colonel Crawford on top. That's a good observation, sir. They are on top right now. And I'm guessing you're hoping they finish out on top as well. I don't know, are you watching from over there? Give me a wave. I don't know if you're in the student section or not. I know you like watching the game while you're at the game, so if you are, give a wave. We'll wave back. And on YouTube, Nick Akis. Let's get it, Eagles. Cole Hollis. Had to bring up the towel. That towel's probably been around longer than these kids have been in school.
You're not wrong.
It's the iconic towel of David Sheldon.
That's what I was going to say. You know how they retire jerseys and stuff in the NBA? I mean, that towel's got to get retired in the rafters of Colonel Crawford at some point when that day comes, right?
I would like to know how many towels David Sheldon has that he goes through in a season. That is my question.
Major shout-out to whoever deals with the equipment manager. Whoever deals with the team laundry. I mean, they probably got.
I would not even want to transfer that into the washer from whatever.
They've probably got a separate basket and probably a separate washer dedicated just to the Sheldon towel.
Also have to shout out Coach Sheldon's daughter. Yesterday, one of her friends nearly hit it was almost a full half-court shot here at halftime of the second game of our girls' doubleheader. Coach Sheldon's wife, Amy Taylor Sheldon, who's in the stands tonight, the coach of Winford, they put up a heck of a fight. Third quarter was the only difference in that game between them and Margaretta, who will play upper on, tomorrow, right here.
Well, and then the other Sheldon coaching tonight, too. I believe the Rough Riders in action.
Against Margaretta.
So it's been a busy the last 3 days for them.
Perfect start for Jacob Maddy, scoring his 6th point. It's now a 10-point Eagles lead. And an update from Monroeville, Genoa holding on to the 3-point lead as they're just underway in the second half. 3 in the air, just short, but we're going to get a bumping foul against Maddy. That'll be his 2nd.
Going for the rebound, that's where that foul was committed. So it'll be staying down on this end. That wasn't a bad attempt from behind the line for the Panthers. We'll see if they try and go back to 3-point or try and get it inside.
They do get it into Kaftan, and he hits. He's got 7 points. It's 29-21. Into the lane, Baker. Loses the handle, though, the 4th turnover against the Eagles. Back comes Cook. He's fouled. We'll get 2 free throws.
So just like that, an opportunity to cut this back down to 6-point differential.
Fouls against Vogt, his 1st. Cook's first free throw attempts of the game. That one falls off the side of the iron, no good.
As a team 0 for 3.
You're correct.
From the line.
Second free throw does go for their first charity stripe point of the night. Cook with 8. It's a 7-point game. Baker takes it into the hole. Blocking foul, count the bucket and 1.
Big time for Braxton Baker. Looking for his 18th point on the impending free throw.
Powell was just a half second too late, didn't fully get established. Baker looking to complete the 3-point play, and he does. 18 for Baker. It's a 10-point lead once again. St. Mary's looking to answer once again, down 10. Take into the lane, scoop layup won't go. Offensive board knocked out of bounds and will stay with St. Mary's with 6:11 left. And this is the point where they need to at least match bucket for bucket. They cannot allow Colonel Crawford to get ahead any further because that's when games start to get away.
Yeah, and they've got to take advantage. Colonel Crawford, their one kind of area that could use correction is they just haven't been able to successfully rebound the ball on the defensive side. They've had some struggles with that here in the third, so you got to start trying to take advantage of that if you're the Panthers.
Kaftan does just that, hits the 3. his second. He has 10. And it's back to a 7-point game. Baker on the other end just muscles his way in for 2. 20 points for Braxton.
That was great execution on all the passes, all of them with intention too.
That ball stripped, but will stay with Harris. Now to Kyle West. Coming up on 5 minutes left. That ball is deflected. No, they're going to call a walk. That was blocked for a second.
Yeah, let's take another look. It looked like there was an eagle hand on it. Am I wrong? I don't know.
That is the correct call, Hayden. There was a hand on the ball. That should be St. Mary's ball. But Crawford now, sometimes luck's involved. They can take advantage of the luck. And they do. Baker once again with the putback.
This will be a big possession here about halfway through the third quarter.
They're going to take a timeout because how will St. Mary's respond after that missed call and bucket for the Eagles? So we take a look at the putback. You always need to find Braxton Baker on the floor no matter what he's doing. You need to get a body on him or that will happen. And during this timeout, let's take a look back as Crestview has tied this thing up with Genoa midway through the third.
And it's been a historic season so far this year for Crestview. Best season in school history as far as wins on the guys' side.
Including one very good win against this Colonel Crawford squad at Crestview earlier this year. Crawford does hold victories over Crestview and Lucas, both high seeds in Division 3 and 4, thus why they are the number 1 seed with 7 losses. And talking with head coach David Sheldon, he doesn't like the fact that they have 7 losses, but it's not, they missed out on a conference championship, but it's not about the regular season. It's how you're seeded and how you do in the postseason. So,
well, some of those
losses, a couple
losses,
more wins for Crawford, and that 7 losses will be erased in the mind of David Sheldon.
Some of those losses would be, were against really impressive teams
Quality,
that would almost be drawn up as a win for some other teams. So
you would say they'd be like in the NCAA a quad 1 game, a quad 1 loss, where it doesn't hurt you, it could only help you. That 3 in the air, but a lucky deflection off the knee of Trevor Vogt, and it will stay with St. Mary's Central Catholic.
Again, another possession. The Eagles have struggled to just get their hands on the rock.
St. Mary's looking to inbound. They do get it back out to Kaftan. Cook with it now. Kaftan's going to try another 3, too strong. Rebound, though, fought for. Rebounded by Crawford, but it'll be a walk.
Again, I sound like a broken record. They have not been able to cleanly grab a rebound. Danbury's had several opportunities. Excuse me, I said Danbury looking over at the Lakers, who will be playing in the next game. The Panthers got to connect on one of these.
As they set up the offense with 4 minutes left in the third. Mid-range jumper off the side iron, but another offensive board. Ball on the ground, nearly turned over, but again, will stay. We have a special guest in the house tonight. Steve Gray,
I was going to say, we looked
the
over
former
and
coach of Norwalk, good friend of our own Joe Baylog on the Joe Show. So we'll get a hold inside and another foul. Steve Gray, I'm guessing here to watch the St. Paul Flyers in game number 2 this evening against Danbury. Also probably here to watch his fellow colleague David Sheldon, coach. Inbounds pass intercepted. Baker into the lane, just muscled his way again for 2. He's got 24.
Just one shy of the Panthers' total team score. Baker And it's not that it's felt quiet, but it's just he's had such a grip on this game.
38-25 now, largest lead of the night for Crawford, and they'll have a chance to extend on it after St. Mary's 8th turnover of the night.
He's just had kind of one of those attitudes out there where you can tell that he's never had any doubt. He's known that his team's going to come out here and get it done. They've got to execute, but you can tell he's playing with no doubt, no pressure.
Shout out to all 175 of you watching tonight. Maddy into the lane, kicks it back out to Trevor Vogt. Back into Maddy. Ball fakes. Rejected, though. And back into the hands of St. Mary's. 3 minutes left in the third. Wayner gets it right side, then inside. The Gill puts it up, missed it, though. And Baker's there with the rebound. Quickly ahead. And we'll get a block.
Now a chance for Crawford to head to the line, go up 15. Vogt will be shooting the free throws.
Kaftan started moving right as he took to the air, and that's why it is a block instead of a charge.
Shout out to, I believe, it's called the Eagle's Nest, right? I don't want to butcher that.
Yes, it is.
They traveled well. Panthers have a student section here as well. They've had to be a little bit quiet lately because
they have been a bit quiet.
Not as much offense going on for the Panthers right now.
But our friends at the Eagle's Nest, we've had them on some of our highlights and games.
I liked the one where they gave a little halftime analysis.
That was the Northmore game.
That was pretty spiffy.
And
coming for our
friend over there in the Miami Vice shirt leading the Eagle's Nest. 15-point lead now for Colonel Crawford. Kyle West kicks it back out to Cedric Cook. Jumper from the free throw line, nothing but nylon. 10 for Cook. St. Mary's Central Catholic does have 2 in double figures, but no help after that. And despite that, Braxton Baker is still outscoring them too.
Yeah, Cook's played ever since he got cooking. He's played a really solid game. Wow, nothing.
Maddy inside, ball fakes, but he traveled.
I got nothing out of you. Cooking? Come on.
That's good. I'm just expecting it from you now that we just flow with it. It's kind of like what me and Jardy do. We're just let it through.
Oh, I'm getting close to Jardy level.
We've called enough games with me.
Yeah.
Andy's only called 2 with me during basketball season, so. He's got that big job with the Cavs, I know.
Yeah.
Too good for us, I guess. Cook into the lane. Too strong on the shot. Rebound to Crawford. 1:45 left in the third. Baker through the legs, spins. He'll go baseline, and there'll be a hand check. So we take a look at the nice bucket from Cedric Cook. Third foul on Kyle West. Him and Powell both with 3 for St. Mary's. Inbounds to Maddy, right back to Horsley. Puts it up, off the front iron, then back iron, no good. Cook now, right side, wide open 3 from the corner, no good, rebound Crawford. Great look there, just unable to hit. Quickly on the other end, pull-up jumper goes. Vogt now with 6.
And that's a guy, he's got a lot of, explosive, fast-switch muzzles in him. Displays it on the football field, one of the best receivers in the area and out here on the basketball court.
After 3, Crestview leading 38-36 over Genoa. Also in 10 minutes, Mount Gilead, Fisher Catholic for a district championship on the girls' side from ODU. They're live right now on the Facebook feed. Great bucket inside by Kaftan. He's got 12. Coach Sheldon emphatically yelling one shot. When Coach Sheldon yells it, you have to go through with it. So I will say Crawford will take the last shot of the third quarter.
All right,
up 13.
Let's hope you don't jinx any turnovers.
They just need to run about 5 more seconds off before they go into their set. Horsley backs it out, and he will start at 10. Here we go. Horsley into the lane. Gets it back to Vogt. Vogt jump stops, but he does lose it with 2 seconds, and that'll be how the quarter ends. So the Eagles turn it over, but no harm, no foul, as we have played 3. 13-point lead for Colonel Crawford, looking to get yet another sectional title. We'll be back with the 4th after this, live and free on the OH Report.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Mucho dinero time here at Shelby High School.
Okay.
As Colonel Crawford leading 42-29, Travis Berardi alongside Hayden Gray. I got to have some random way of saying money time.
I was a little disappointed in myself last night, Travis. Joe actually had to remind me that it was money time.
I love that Joe Baylog now knows the shtick.
He's bought into the motto.
Vogue's going to be called for his 2nd foul, only the 4th against Crawford here in the game. But yeah, Joe Baylog, he's just been a joy to work with. Such an in-your-face coach, you know, so well-respected and so well-feared by some. But once you get to know him and work with him, he is awesome. Nothing but respect for the GOAT.
Absolutely.
And you had the opportunity to call a game with him last night. Well, 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
Cedric Cook will get 2 free throws here on the North Central State College replay as you take a look at. Be the 2nd foul against Payne DeGray.
So the Panthers have 7:21 to work with. They're going to have to try and keep looking for opportunities like this to stop the clock and score. They haven't shot awful from the free throw line today, not great either, but Cook has been a guy now with 11 points who's been really impressive tonight.
42-30. So, St. Mary's right now sticking around.
Right, yeah, they had that series in the first quarter where you make 3 triples in about 2.5 minutes. If they
Great
hit
look.
one more, it'd be 12, but it's going to be hard to spark a comeback when you let guys like that.
Easy transition. They had wings, they had numbers, and a great pass from Baker to Maddy for his 8th point. It's 44-30. Harris into the lane, puts it up, no good. Rebound Crawford. Fans wanted to walk, but ball don't lie moment anyway. They get the ball back. Right side to Gray, pulls up, short, but 5-hold through Powell, and he gets his own rebound. 90 seconds gone by in the 4th, a 14-point Eagle lead. Maddy gets it stripped and stolen away. But a walk gives it right back, and Coach Sheldon not happy.
No, I wasn't happy at the end of the quarter, and that's probably one of the things that you can, kind of marks a sign of a great coach. They're going to coach to the last minute no matter whether it's a 14-point deficit or a 4-point deficit.
Ethan Holt back in for the Eagles. That's deflected out. We'll stay with Crawford. Crestview still holding on to a 2-point lead in the 4th. And also Ontario started coming back against Shelby. It's an 11-point game there. Inside to Baker. He's double teamed, gets it right back out to Vogt. Trevor off the glass, no good. Rebound by no one. We'll get a jump ball. It'll stay with Colonel Crawford with 6 minutes even left.
I feel like that's the first jump ball we've had all contest.
I think we had one in the first half, but the second half,
Close.
absolutely. Inbounds to Baker. Under 6 to play. Now Horsley. Inside to Maddy. Nice ball fake. Puts it up. No good. Coach Sheldon looking for the call on him. Not going to get it. Harris to Cook. Cook into the lane. Kind of a jump man jump there, but can't get it to fall. Baker pulls up, swish.
Smooth, cool, calm, and collected.
Timeout, St. Mary's Central Catholic. And, I mean, is it bad for me to say when I saw him pull up, I knew it was going in?
Well, it's just, yeah.
It's
he
just
rose
such a
up.
nice shot.
That's a money spot on the court for him.
Money spot and money time right there, my friend.
Absolutely.
So let's go back, and we'll give you a live listen-in as well. Brian Skoronsky and Joe Baylog on the call from Monroeville.
Looked like he pushed him in the back, but Ringler did a pretty good job of just reaching over top and grabbing that rebound. But again, from our angle compared to where the official's at, if you're that official, it looks like he probably pushed him.
Yeah, we'll take one more look here on our Sutton Bank replay. And, Joe, you're right. From our angle, it looks like Ringler doing a nice job.
So he must have another jersey with blood on it. I don't know, somebody's bleeding or got a ketchup bottle out there squirting on the Cougars right now. So they got to make the sub, so Sam Wells is going to come into the game.
All right, so tough time for us to break into there during a blood break, but Crestview holding the 4-point lead there in the fourth quarter. Back here, Crawford up by 16, 5:21 remaining. St. Mary's, if they want to have a chance, they need to go on a run now.
Yeah, it's got to lock in here. They've only got 2 timeouts remaining, too, in this one. So, probably trying to script out a few different sets to run during that, especially one right here. They've got to get points on this possession.
Cedric Cook with it. Nearly backcourted that, but Gill was still behind the line. Cook gets it off the Kaftan. Now the Gill. Nice curl into Harris from the elbow, off the iron, no good, and jumping in is Horsley for the board. Coach Sheldon holding up his arms to reset the offense, and they will. Vogt, right side. Horsley thought about the three, instead he'll pick up his dribble, gets it in to Maddy. Maddy back out to Horsley. Braxton Baker can't go baseline, he'll kick it back out. He'll try the three, no good, but an offensive board. Braxton Baker, and we'll get a foul.
You can't complain too much that time. No, they didn't get any points to fall, but they took off a good 30, 40 seconds of game time off the clock.
First on Harris, and you saw if that three was going to go down, Coach Sheldon was ready to call a timeout there. But to his luck, they got the offensive rebound.
They're ready to run the play and had a substitution.
Ball was already in the hands of Oak. Inbounds to Baker with 4:21 left. At the elbow, into the lane. Gets it stripped, turned over. We'll give that a block. But given right back.
Oh, boy.
Ahead to Baker. Baker lays it down! Yeesh!
There, Trav, we were waiting for it.
Welcome to the one shining moment montage, my friend. He threw it down with a hand in his face. It's 48-30. My goodness. And with that foul, we'll be able to watch it one more time on the North Central State College
He's
replay.
getting hard. Oh!
Raise the roof, my friend. He's got 28.
I was a little concerned. I didn't know if he would still do it or not, too, because it's one of those moments where the Panthers were getting
slowed
back.
up a bit, and he still got air.
You could hear probably those footsteps trailing behind you, closing in.
First free throw by Powell, no good. He's 0 for 3 from the line tonight. Whew! We have a substitution, so let's see that again. I mean, just look at it.
And with that, Danbury's got to head to the locker room to get ready for their game that they want to win, and then try and figure out how to defend that.
Whew. Well, I think we know who our MVP is going to be, so we can ask him about it.
We've got a fairly good candidate with 28 points. Again, it's not always about how many points were scored, but
Horsley into the lane. Too strong, but an offensive board. And Maddy's going to get fouled. He'll go to the line for a 1-and-1.
These are 2 free throws that if you're able to knock down, you won't be heading to the line.
So the scoreboard had 6 fouls earlier, but I'm guessing they switched it to 6 real quick before I could look up.
They just want to make you look foolish, Travis.
Yeah, after my comment yesterday about them not giving me the right lineups, but it's okay. I like the folks here at Shelby nonetheless. Lob inside, and now we will get a 1-and-1.
I don't know if they're trying to go. Oh, they had Maddy moving. He just had to slow up. The pass was a little bit behind.
That'll be the 4th on Kyle West.
Okay, now you're not crazy, Trav, because, well,
I think I was looking on the wrong side, too. I think Crawford's had 6 fouls for a while. Both now with 6, so I will be right next foul.
Hey, maybe there will be another. It's okay. We've seen a lot of basketball here in the last several hours.
This is my 5th game in 4 days.
Yeah, it's all right.
But I like it. I'm not complaining about that, though. I love this time of year. My voice, not so much, but everything else, absolutely. Horsley backs it out to Vogt. Now to Horsley. Gets it bumped out of his hands, but instead deflected out, and it'll stay with Crawford. Ryan McMichael into the game for Colonel Crawford.
.252 left, so under 3 minutes, 18-point game. And they've been able to eat up at least, 20, 30 seconds of clock every possession they've had here.
Vogt almost gets it stripped again. That one from behind, but it will stay with Crawford again with 2:41 left.
Hey, if you're Crawford, the clock's got to run out eventually, so try and hold on to a ball a little bit cleaner, but
with an 18-point
they're content to just burn some time.
An 18-point lead, you get this under 2 minutes, it pretty much closes the door. McMichael into the corner to Braxton Baker. He tries going baseline. No call, and finally we will, as McMichael will shoot a 1-and-1.
Free throws on the way.
3rd against Kaftan. It was a matter of time before I was right. Free throw is up and in. Ryan McMichael's first points, 49-30. Makes them both. And a timeout, David Sheldon.
I think he's going to call off the dogs here probably with about 2.5 minutes left.
It's a 20-point lead. As you take a look back at Monroeville, a 2-point Crestview lead with a 1.5 minutes left.
Wow. Looks like they have possession.
Winner moves on to the Norwalk District.
And we'll see how long they try and hold Travis. Obviously, we're not sure what the foul situation is, but the and-one bucket.
Big bucket for Crestview.
Chance to go up 5 now.
A couple other scores. 54-41 Ontario leads. And Mount Gilead and Fisher Catholic underway midway through the first quarter. And the Lady Indians on the board 3-0.
There we go.
Back to action here. Deep three, no good. Rebound to Crawford. 2:15 left. Horsley. Nice pass right side. Layup shot, no good, but Vogt will go to the line for two.
So just over 120 seconds left. I think it's safe to say the Eagles will be advancing. They'll play either the winner of Danbury and St. Paul.
Trevor hits the free throw. Gabe Thu into the game as Braxton Baker checks out.
Finished the night with 28.
Both free throws good. 8 points for Trevor. Crestview now leading 52-45 with under a minute to go, so it's looking like the Cougars will move on. Deep three off the backboard, no good. Rebound to Jacob Maddy. Stay tuned for the Baker's Pizza post game. We'll have our MVP as well.
We're just kind of playing a little bit of back and forth those two possessions.
That'll stay. And the rest of the starters coming out for Crawford. Caden Bruner, Lucas Foy into the game. Nearly turned over. Pass inside. Ball fake. Layup. Good.
See, these are the moments I love, Trav. The crowd gets so hyped.
Payne to Gray.
Oh, what do we got? Technical.
A technical.
What?
They're going to call a technical on Caden Bruner.
I'm not sure exactly what happened in all the mayhem there.
Or wait, is this a technical on... It's a technical on St. Mary's.
Oh.
Dom Myers called for the tee.
Huh.
We'll see here after the bucket.
Okay. He's over there.
Maybe something said.
I think he points at the ref there. Nonetheless.
Oh, first free throw in and out.
It's one of those, I mean, a lot of, high emotions and then passion out of players here when your season is at risk of ending.
Missed both.
But what I was saying was that I like these times in games not because there's such a margin of differential in points, but you get to see those guys who work their butts off as well come in, and they're not content to just hold it. They want to go get in the scorebook.
And I think Coach was pointing at his other 5 JV players saying, I'm going to try and get you in here. We'll get a foul. And I believe that's going to be the 5th on Kyle West. They're not going to call it against West, so. First free throw good by Foy. Cedric Cook will check out.
A lot of respect to Cook. What a great game he played out here tonight.
And you saw it from Coach Sheldon shaking his hand as he walked off for the final time. Second free throw, no good.
You see, I really like that. There's been a lot of sportsmanship around the area lately. I think Dave Green had shared, actually, who we spoke with here tonight before the game, where, for Reed Kent, you don't see a lot of guys do that, but for St. Peter's, shouting out the Lucas Cubs and a lot of respect and love for their game, and then had a nice exchange with Coach Toms and Coach Eisman. I like to see that, guys recognizing the skills of the other athletes they run into during the tournament.
Tyler Smith, Brady Hill, Logan Goddard, Lane Reich, and Connor McMichael checking in. For the Eagles, they'll all get some playing time.
Everybody eats.
And a sectional championship. Free throw, no good. 40 seconds left. Colonel Crawford going to cut the nets down as sectional champs. It'll be a 30, and it will allow us to go back. 13.6 seconds left. Crestview leading by 6. Other scores. (64-47) Shelby. And after a quarter, I don't know the score of the district championship down at Ohio Dominican.
Well, thanks, Trav.
Well, it shows the break. You can't. There's no scoreboard. Okay.
Little multi-view action. Hey, it's all right. Not a problem.
And Genoa,
good
kept
time
it there.
to
They
keep
hit a
it
three.
up.
3-point game. Crestview, just has to inbound and make their free throws, but that's still a tough task to do.
Wow, yeah. That one not as tightly closed and wrapped up as this one is here.
Colonel Crawford has won another sectional championship. They knock off St. Mary's Central Catholic 55-30. We'll take a break. When we come back, net cutting time as well as our MVP, and if we have time, a conversation with head coach David Sheldon. Live and free on the OH Report.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
We toil. We sweat. We live. We breathe. We ache and cry and laugh and bleed. We dance. We play. We love. We nourish. We yearn and wish and hope and cherish. We mend. We heal. We repair. We sow. We plant and tend and gather and grow. We feed our families and the world's too. It's a calling, a feeling, real and true. We need no thanks, rewards, or dues. We love this land. It's what we do.
Enough about me. Let's start the show. Starring me.
Hop in the car, watch it go vroom, vroom. I told her mom that I will soon, soon. Know as a child, back in the womb. Oh, told her step back, I need my broom, vroom. Hop in the car, watch it go vroom. I'm in a whip, so I gotta zoom. They tryna talk, they not in the room. I've been so real, I'm down to the tomb. They in the way.
Coffee light on the soy milk and gently stirred.
Don't forget the sugar this time either.
I'm doing fine. Don't see the vision, they looking so blind. I hear my
tonight's high school basketball sectional championship live stream as they're cutting down the nets. Brought to you by First Federal Community Bank. Banking locally just got a little easier. North Central State College, providing individuals with the knowledge, skills, and inspirations to succeed in their chosen paths. Scout Construction LLC, with more than a decade of business, you can trust Scout Construction. You can trust Scout Construction with your roofing and siding needs. Call Scout Construction for more information. Call 419-989-7240. Baker's Pizza in Bucyrus, we are proud of our service to the community and even more proud to be the place to go after every local game or to watch your favorite team in action. Come join us today for a great meal and a great time with friends and your family. Also, to everybody watching at Baker's tonight, shout out to you guys. Spherion Mid-Ohio, let us help you build the career you want or the awesome team you want. We build real relationships with you so we can understand what you need and get it for you fast. Burkhart Farm Center, farmers serving farmers, And finally, Frito Lay. We are driven and inspired by our purpose. Food that matters for life's moments. Thank you all for sponsoring tonight's live stream and all of our live streams that keep it live and free to you fans as we welcome you back here inside the Baker's Pizza post-game show. Colonel Crawford cutting down the nets once again. As we pull up the stats for you, we'll keep it split screen. The 55-30 the final. 15 field goals for Colonel Crawford and 12 for St. Mary. St. Mary's did hit 4 threes. They hit most of those in the first quarter to keep it close, but after that, Colonel Crawford settled in to pull away. 25-12 rebounding advantage for the Eagles. Turnovers, not that many, 11-9. Fouls as well, but Colonel Crawford did what they needed to from the line. 19 of 23 compared to 2 of 9, and that right there, that's your difference pretty much as they win this. 55-30 as we welcome you back inside the Baker's Pizza post-game show, and there you see Jacob Maddy cutting down the nets. And we're just about ready for our MVP interview as well. So while we get that ready, time now for our Scout Construction Player of the Game, and that is a kid who literally threw it down tonight, Braxton Baker, a game-high 28 points. Congratulations, Braxton, on yet another sectional championship. Take me through this one. It was close early. St. Mary's was hitting their shots in that first quarter, 15-14, but after that, what changed to allow you guys to start pulling away?
They were hitting their shots in the first quarter. We felt like we were playing good defense. They were just making contested shots. And then we, in the second quarter, we started playing a little bit better on offense, and then that got us going, and they started missing more of their shots, so we got out, push it, and transition a little bit more.
You got to take your headset off and go down and do a team picture real quick. So we'll give it to Hayden Gray right now. This is the first time that we've had an interruption, but we got to let them take that picture first. So let's pull up this graphic.
I'm not
When
Braxton
David
Baker,
Sheldon yells at you to get a player down there, you listen to him. That's what we did. But you got to get them in the shot. Can't let them wait anyway, because we got another game going on after this one. So Colonel Crawford already did the stats. Great victory for them today.
Yeah, I can offer some analysis. Essentially just told Mr. Baker on the way up, just asking him how that dunk felt, and he said, not going to lie, that one felt really good.
I'll ask him about it for everybody else on the stream here as well here momentarily.
But yeah, that for everyone.
That's all right, Hayden. You wanted to know, so you get answers.
And now I think we'll get Mr. Baker back. Oh, we got a little bit more of an explanation.
We got Mr. Green down there.
Hey, it's the postseason, you know?
Yeah, anything goes in the postseason.
I'm going to go ahead and prep the headset for him. I'll talk to you later, Trevor.
Okay. But yeah, Colonel Crawford moving on once again. Do you need him? You want to talk to him now? I mean, we don't have enough time. Talking with head coach David Sheldon. We wanted to get an interview with him, but we got other people that need to get up to our spot, so we'll talk to him later. However, we will get back to our MVP interview here. It's crazy here during tournament time. But we welcome back our MVP, Braxton Baker. Once again, game-high 28 points. Hi, Braxton.
Hi.
Hayden was talking to us just on the stream, but how did it feel to not only throw one down, but with a man in your face in a sectional championship game?
It definitely felt pretty good. I didn't really realize there was someone. I just saw wide open area, and I decided to dunk it, and happened to be kind of on him, so it felt pretty good.
You guys, you scored 10 points in the first quarter yourself. It seemed like you were comfortable in your game. Just talk to us about the game you played tonight, your 28 points, but also keeping your team in it in that first quarter.
Yeah, they were running the zone, and I felt like I could attack the paint pretty well. And if I got in the paint, I could dump it down to Jacob or someone else cutting. So I felt like I could really attack their zone because they didn't really seem like they were too much on me, so I was able to attack it pretty well.
You guys move on. Back to districts. This time it's Willard for the Division IV district semifinal. But what do you guys need to work on the rest of the week going into that district semifinal?
Just staying focused, staying locked in. It's one game at a time, and we got to focus on whoever wins this Norwalk, St. Paul, or Danbury game. So whoever wins, we're going to be ready, watching film on them, scouting them. Just got to stay locked in.
And I know you've played with the best already. You knocked off Lucas at Lucas. You played a close one with Crestview, who just won to go to their district in Division III. Do you guys have that confidence knowing that you can play with anybody in the area?
Yeah, we definitely have confidence. But like I said, we still got to stay locked in. We know we can beat anybody, but we know we can also lose anybody if you don't play our best. So just got to stay locked in and keep that confidence up.
All right, Braxton. Lastly, if you want to look into the camera, give anybody a shout out before you head down to the other media. Go for it, my friend.
Shout out to my parents and then one of my freshman teammates, Payne DeGray.
Payne DeGray had a bucket late in that one as well. But Braxton Baker, congratulations and good luck next week.
Thank you. Thanks.
Braxton Baker, our Scout Construction MVP. But like I said, we have other people that need to get in here, so we're just going to wrap things up. Hayden Gray, he said enough. He's speechless, so we're going to get out of here. I want to thank everybody that helped make things possible today. Hayden Gray, as always, on camera and color. All of our sponsors for this game this evening, including Adam Thompson, our audio and video tech, First Federal Community Bank, our scoreboard sponsor, North Central State College, our instant replay sponsor, Scout Construction LLC, our MVP sponsor, Baker's Pizza Bucyrus, a pregame, halftime, postgame sponsor, and then Spherion Mid-Ohio, Burkhart Farm Center, and Frito Lay, our commercial sponsors. We want to thank the fine folks here at Shelby High School, Pat Lewis, and the athletic department for allowing us to be here, as well as the OHSAA for allowing us to stream these games live and free to you, the fans. That'll do it from Shelby, but we do have games still going on at Madison and a district championship girls game down at ODU on our Facebook and YouTube pages. But for Hayden Gray, I'm Travis Berardi saying so long from Shelby.